Hi, welcome back to Live and Breathe Horses. Today we're going to talk about play. It's a strange thing why we say we're going to work our horses, because what do we want to achieve with that? I mean, of course, in some ways, maybe we're training, we're in racing or competing, and it's more like work. But I'm talking about to people who are just doing it for the love of doing it, for the pleasure of doing it. And is that not the definition of play? We would play music, play the piano for the love of doing it. There's not a goal. We're not seeing what we can achieve or how quickly we can do it. You know, I remember as a kid going to piano lessons and we had to do exams and that totally ruined it for me. You know, I was so keen to start and try and play the piano, but that pressure and having to achieve, you know, it just took away the joy of the playing for the sake of the playing. Dance, you know, we dance just for the joy of the dance. We don't work with that. So it's a language thing, of course. It's a use of word that makes a difference. But if we say, hey, I'm going to play with my horse, and I see people often say, oh, I'm going to play with my horse, and that means like liberty work, or maybe they've got a ball or something to actually play with, like a game. But how about if all our interaction with our horse becomes more with the attitude of play? So when we're doing our groundwork or we're riding or anything, that we drop so much of having goals and trying so hard and having to achieve and do things in a certain way, and come more into that present moment and absolutely letting go of thoughts and pressures and stuff we put on ourselves, systems, beliefs, whatever, and we just be there and enjoy and get into that flow, you know, that place of flow where magic happens, doesn't it? You know those times if you do music or dance or whatever is your pleasure, your thing you do in life, you know, we've had it with our horses. It's those moments we chase where suddenly everything else falls away and we're just completely there and connected and in that flow and joy of being completely in the moment and totally with what we're doing. And, you know, for me, I'm so grateful having horses in my life for that reason, that it brings me to the present. It helps me get out of my head and onto the present moment. And having that attitude in what we do of play, I think is such a precious thing. And I know, like I said, it's just a word, but I really believe that can make a big difference. So, yeah, that's our thought of the day. Umo and I have got the halter back on because we're doing a little bit of playing around, experimenting with that, as we've been only doing the freedom stuff. And if we're going to be moving, we might need a bit more control than only that. So thank you for joining us today. Keep tuning into the light, and I'll see you next time.